What's up, y'all? We have 1 month left in the regular season, which means we're watching for two things. One, playoff pushes, wild card races. Those are usually very exciting for the team awards. But then for player awards, we're looking for AL Cy Young. We're looking for NL MVP. We're looking for the races that are not tied up right now. So I think you can say AL MVP is probably going to Shohei Ohtani. Vlad's been doing great. He might win the Triple Crown, but Ohtani's having one of the greatest seasons in the history of baseball. If you look at AL Cy Young, this one's a toss-up. It's either Garrett Cole, Lance Lynn, or Robbie Ray. We'll see how that's decided. If you look at NL Cy Young, it's a tough. You probably got Jacob deGrom, Zach Wheeler's in there, Corbin Burns, Brandon Woodruff. That one's also kind of a toss-up. It would definitely be deGrom if he played more games this year. And then you get to NL MVP, and this is the one we're going to talk about because there's about 6 candidates. But I think there's really only a top 2. So we'll go to the third tier. So I'm comparing these players. It's Joey Votto and Jesse Winker. So these guys I think are like the 5th and 6th best odds of winning the MVP. But right now, if I was to compare these stats to each other, Jesse Winker might be having the better season. So for batting average, even though I know that's not a great stat to go off nowadays, Votto is a 272, Jesse Winker a 307, OPS 923 for Votto, 955 for Winker, and Jesse Winker has a 143 OPS plus, Votto a 135 OPS plus. Now this is still an amazing season for 37-year-old Joey Votto. Kind of a comeback season. The past couple years haven't been great for Joey Votto standards. And then he comes out here and he has an amazing season. Just Jesse Winker's having a little bit better of a season. But now, take that 143 OPS plus, that 955 OPS from Jesse Winker, and we'll move it on to the next tier of people, which is Max Muncy and Juan Soto. I still don't think these guys are the favorites, but if they have a really good month, they could jump right into that NL MVP, like real conversation to win it this year. So, what's called Winker's OPS plus 143. Max Muncy's 153. Juan Soto's is 163. So Soto so far is the best OPS plus out of all the groups. As for actual OPS, Max Muncy's a 937. Juan Soto has a 950, which that 950 OPS actually is not as good as Jesse Winker's 955. But Soto has a better OPS plus. And I mean, Soto, he struggled at the gate, but now he's having an amazing season filled with so many walks. He had one of the most walks in an entire month in the history of baseball, which is kind of crazy. I probably should have told you some home runs and RBIs numbers for Winker and Votto. Well, Votto has 28 and 84 RBIs. Winker has 24 home runs, 71 RBIs. That's maybe where you'll give Votto the edge over him. And that's crazy that the Reds have Votto, Winker, and Castellanos all in like the top 7 in MVP voting. That's how I would put it. So that's kind of crazy. Anyways, so Muncie has 30 homers, 78 RBIs. Soto has 22 homers, 71 RBIs. Soto is batting 300, and Muncie's batting 261. So that's kind of a toss-up. Those two are pretty close. I think I'd still give it to Soto, even though Muncie has 8 more homers. Soto has the OPS numbers that are better. And then you got to take that 163 OPS plus from Juan Soto, the 155 from Winker, and you gotta look at this final tier. These are the guys who I think are really going to battle out, and one of these guys is going to win MVP this year. It's either the 28-year-old Bryce Harper or the 22-year-old Fernando Tatis Jr. If you want to go off OPS plus, Bryce Harper's a 175, Fernando Tatis has a 174, a 1-point difference. If you want to look at OPS, Bryce Harper has a 1.014. Fernando Tatis has a 1.003. So Harper has him beat by 11 points there in OPS. If you want to look at batting average, Harper's batting 306. That's got to be a career best batting average for Bryce Harper, right? Has he ever batted 300 before? He batted 330 in his MVP season, right? But before that, he hasn't. 319 in 2017. So not a career best, but his 3rd best batting average of his career. 282 for Tatis, so 306 for Harper, 282 for Tatis. If you want to look at RBIs, Harper has 63, Tatis has 81, which is crazy considering he's barely played this year. And then if you want to look at home runs, Tatis has 36 and Harper has 26. So, see, like all the numbers are close. The OPS numbers, I would love to see who has more WAR. So if I went to WAR leaders MLB, because pretty much all the numbers are very close, as in the OPS numbers are close, but Tatis does have the about 10 more. Yeah, Tatis has 10 more homers and about 20 more RBIs. Tatis is about 12. He has 12 more stolen bases. Harper is beating him by about 20 points in batting average, but still. So if I went to offensive WAR this year, let's see. So Bryce Harper has a. Oh my God, these are a lot of crazy numbers. But Bryce Harper has more WAR than Fernando Tatis Jr. That's kind of all you need to know. That was a lot of numbers. I'm not really good with WAR. But anyway, so that's what we got so far for the NL MVP candidates. Right now, I would say I would give it to Tatis, which is crazy because I think he's gone 2 times. He's had like 2 injury stints this year and still has crazy numbers. Kind of wild. And I also could see, I kind of see it as a 4-man race between Muncie, Soto, Harper, Tatis, with Tatis leading the way. Harper could catch him if he goes on a crazy run, though. So that was my video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm not sure who I would give AL Cy Young to. I'm not sure about the Rookie of the Years either. That's all going to come down to it in the last month. We got some crazy wild card races. Right now, if I was to look at the wild card standings, as of today, let's see this real quick. Right now, I know, what's it called? We got Yankees, Boston right now to a 1-game wild card. So much fun. Oakland sits 2 games back, which is kind of crazy because Oakland kind of had that wild card for the entire year and then just lost it. Seattle's 3.5, and then my Blue Jays are 4.5 out of it. They can't seem to do anything about that. And then we got San Francisco in the wild card for the first time since April 25th. The Dodgers came in and they're leading the NL West now. And then Cincinnati is sitting there in the second wild card spot with San Diego a half game out. Kind of crazy. A lot of people had San Diego winning the World Series this year. And they might not even make the playoffs. Philadelphia sits 2.5 out. St. Louis sits 2.5 out. And the Mets sit 5.5. Do the Mets have any chance? I don't think so. The Mets, this year has gone really bad for the Mets with... Don't even want to talk about it. That's another video. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm out. Peace.